This week, beloved Twitch streamer takes down a Grandmaster in 22 moves. As always, when I hear a new name, I want to do him justice, and I'm just shocked every bloody time. This guy held a Guinness Book of Records for the most simuls played at one time, and he also beat Karpov in a 20-game combination match. I actually hit up Canty on stream. I said, mate, any miniature games you're proud of? Love to cover it on my channel. He actually stopped what he was doing, Googled this game because he couldn't remember the name, what year it was, and he said, yeah, that'll be enough, you can find it. Really appreciate that. Maybe he'll see this someday. But keep your eyes peeled for text on the screen as always. I give a bit of history and I'll go into these details more as we go. But let's get into the game. James Canty III kicks us off e4 and we get into a Sicilian. And we go into the French style with the Sicilian. We hit in the center. We take with our knight. Pretty standard stuff. They play the knight out. We develop as well. And they go into the Scheveningen variation. I know there's a lot of Sicilian nerds out there which would love me to elaborate a lot more. For everybody else that does not care, like myself, let's keep going. Canty opts for the Keres attack, which scores really well in both the Masters database and the League Chess Online database. Black tries to slow us down a little bit, but we push on. We build. They get the knight out. And either Canty was out of book here or he wanted to go something rare to get the Grandmaster out of theory, and he took the knight here. They take back. And something that's kind of nice I like to do as well is, like, there's heaps of space over here, right? Just look at all these squares, all this space. Sometimes it's just nice to get your queen there. Also, obviously, we got to defend this pawn, but it kind of defends the pawn. It kind of ties down the whole position quite nicely. Now, I've covered this before, but usually, especially in blitz mode, whenever they put the rook on this semi-open file attacking our position, I like doing the old fianchetto. Just kind of blunts the rook a bit, kind of put your bishop there or whatnot. They hit in the center. We take. They take back. Both these kings are just staring at each other. In Chinese chess, this would be illegal. Not allowed to do this in Chinese chess. We hit the knight. Things are about to get spicy here. They jump in. We decide not to go for our fianchetto spot, but go out this way, hitting the rook, gain the tempo at the same time. They defend with the bishop. We ignore it. We castle. Because why take and help your opponent develop, you know? It's just giving them a free turn. We don't want to help them out. They castle too. So we slide over here. Now we're threatening 2 attackers and 1 defender, right? So now we're threatening to take. So they take, and we take with that queen. But we're also eyeing up this rook over here. They defend it with their queen. They come in. Canty goes aggressive. Good on him. Usually a lot of players shy away from attacking these Grandmasters, but he ain't afraid. Tries to rip open the king. And this Grandmaster makes a shocking blunder. Queen f2. Proving that we're all human at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how good you get at chess, we can all make mistakes. His calculation is pretty simple. He should have thought a bit longer on this move, but who am I to judge? I'm just a mere chess peasant. His calculation takes here. He's got this nice tactic. So he was baiting them to take the free rook, so that now they're threatening both mate and 1, and the queen's hanging. So that's the trick. But he kind of failed to realize these last few moves, this mattered a lot. Maybe he just didn't recheck, because after takes, Canty blitzes out this move in 28 seconds. He had 41 minutes to think. Imagine being that confident in yourself that a Grandmaster blunders the game away and you're like, nah, don't even need to think. Let's go for it. H7. The difference now, after the king goes over, now we can take the rook because this is no longer a threat, right? Because we can avoid the mate and 1 and the queen hanging threat by just taking the rook with check. They escape, play a bishop here or something, you know? Get out of all the issues. And you know when you thought for 15 minutes to play your king over here that something's gone wrong. And king here doesn't really work as well because now you can just, you know, give the check first, right? So both pretty failed attempts. King slides over. He knows he doesn't have this, so he tries a few more moves. I think it looks less worse if you lose in 22 moves as opposed to 17, you know? And fair enough. Threatens mate again. But, I mean, it's pretty simple. Canty's a strong player. He just defends the pawn. They take the rook. We recapture the knight. Queen comes over here, threatens our knight. We move it to safety. And black throws in the towel. Canty's a non-stop grinder. He's one of the hardest working people in chess, so I wish him all the best for chasing his Grandmaster title. Got all faith that he's going to get it. He's gained an incredible amount of discipline from his time in the Air Force and from doing sales when he was younger. Definitely one of the hardest workers in the room, and I think he's learned a lot from Hikaru as well. He's praised in his C-Squared podcast interview, and it shows. He's always on stream. He's always working, always grinding. Happy to see him get this win. Well deserved. Hard work pays off.